my witches and warlocks. How are you doing today? Sick and tired here. And it is one of my favorite days of the week. It is Twitter time. First of all, though, I just want to say I am in such a good mood because today officially feels like the first day of fall here in Vegas. It is very windy outside. It is chilly, it's blustery, it's all gray. Oh, and when it is dark and cloudy and scary outside is when I really come alive. Speaking of darkness, what do you think? Do you like my sweater? Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I am so in the spirit of fall and Halloween. Look, my cup's even orange on the bottom. I didn't even realize it. That's just how in tune with Halloween I am. All right, my little spookies, let's read some crazy tweets. Can we all agree we're still calling this app Twitter? It's been a year and I've never called it X. Yeah, I mean, I tried calling it like Extra for a minute, but I'm just like, it just sounds weird. So it's Twitter. So if a plane ticket costs $1,200 to fly from Florida to someplace else in America, but then jumps to $3,000 because a hurricane is coming, that should be criminal. No company should ever be allowed to price gouge during disasters. My God. First of all, $1,200 to fly from Florida to somewhere else? That's like average cost? I have not been to Florida since I was like 10 and we drove from Indiana. So I don't have any idea what a ticket to Florida costs. If this is true, that is criminal. First of all, that's criminal for it to cost $1,200. How could a family afford that? And then $3,000? That's ridiculous. Someone please update me post-hurricane about this house specifically. Oh wow, look at that. They tied it down. That's really clever. I haven't been wearing makeup the last couple of days, which you guys probably noticed because I'm a little bit blue. I'm having a little bit of the depression flares going on right now, and so I've just been kind of not doing it. Eating disorders make no sense at all. Why would you torture yourself with starvation instead of just eating healthier and going to the gym? Because it's a disorder. Yeah. Is that a real post?
Is that a serious question?
Why are you depressed? It makes no sense at all. Why would you torture yourself by just being sad all day and not just go for a walk? Go for a walk. You'll be cured. It's kind of crazy to me that this is the long-awaited first time Krabby Patties have ever been brought into the real world, and they couldn't even have a sesame seed bun or some fun packaging or anything. The packaging is nothing special, unfortunately. The sauce inside at least looks good. Now I had no idea that there was a Krabby Patty. I got very excited when I heard it, and then I got very unexcited when I saw what it looks like. Now, that being said, I love Wendy's, and I have a feeling it's going to be good regardless, but it's not going to be a Krabby Patty. It's just going to be like a Wendy's burger. But I still want to try it. Am I the problem? It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Anybody who's a Swiftie that watches me, do you hate me just a little less now? Life is fire. This order has been canceled. If you have the order, you can throw it away. Why would you throw it away? Somebody just got free McDonald's. I hope you got something good. Texas teen Alondra Carmona, it's too early for me to try to read anything, is giving up her entire college savings to help pay for her mom's rent and prevent her from being evicted. This is not a feel-good story. It's a dystopian nightmare. Oh, that is a nightmare. Oh gosh. No, I don't want her giving up her... Oh no, this is so sad. It is rough out there. I don't know how people are surviving. I really don't. It's so depressing. You're so quiet. Baby, I'm imagining a fictional fake alternate ending to Game of Thrones where Daenerys became queen. Oh! Why'd you have to hurt me like that, Rhaenyra Targaryen's lawyer? Girl, you have no idea how much I imagine a fake ending where Daenerys is queen as well, or at least happy. It's a bummer, right? Yeah. You're still queen in my eyes. Oh, you two be nice. Tell Cersei. I want her to know it was me. Oh my gosh! Look at that. That is like one of the best cosplays for Game of Thrones I've ever seen. That is amazing. You know what? I actually found, no joke, at Spirit Halloween, I found a fucking Joffrey Baratheon coat. I wanted to get it so bad. It was too small, but I'm like, oh my God, I could have been Joffrey for Halloween.
I am the king.
Christian Cole speaks. Me. Oh my gosh, that is so true. I don't know that I've ever hated a Game of Thrones character more than I've hated him. He's just the worst. This guy sucks. Netflix cancels too many shows. Apple TV Plus can't lift a finger to promote. HBO Max hates teen dramas. Hulu, why are you raising the price again? Prime, I can't put my finger on my issue with you. Disney Plus, one show has made it to 4 seasons. Prime makes you pay for movies when you already pay for Prime. Nailed it. My first is 8 weeks old. I can see why men cheat at this time. My wife completely ignored my existence for the first few weeks, and we had to have arguments to get her to even acknowledge me, not to mention be intimate. That's the biggest challenge. Baby is easy. Aww. Is that so? Guys in my mentions complaining that a woman with an 8-week-old infant wouldn't take time away from the baby to make sure he has a hot dinner on the table when he comes home. This is the point I am making. You, as father, should want that mother to spend as much time as possible bonding with that baby or caring for herself. Putting your desires for a hot meal above these two shows a kind of whacked out thinking that has twisted your priorities. You are a grown man. You don't need her to make your dinner, especially in this situation. If you are old enough to make a baby, you're old enough to make a sandwich. Very well said. I don't think a man has been smacked down this hard by the internet in a while. He didn't just delete the tweet, he deleted his whole account. Imagine giving birth and realizing the real baby is your husband. So I just want to go back to the original tweet here and just, pick apart why he's wrong and an asshole. So your first is 8 weeks old and he says she doesn't want to be intimate. Well, you can't be. You have to be cleared by the doctor. You have an actual visit just for that specific reason to make sure that you're healing okay, so that you can be intimate. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but if I literally just pushed a human out of my body and stuff is still coming out after you've had the baby, okay? You're going to need to wear a diaper for a few days. It's sore down there. The last thing I'm going to be thinking of is having sex with you. What a friggin' idiot. Cheating isn't abandoning your family. He's just stepping out for a bit. Y'all always have to be so dramatic. Agreed. Men get so mad when their wife cheats and it's so silly. She's just having a little sleepover. She'll be back soon. No, that's disgusting. Rules for thee, but not for me. LOL, I didn't realize core memory was made up by the Pixar movie. Can't wait for people to be like,
nuh-uh, my grandma has always said that.
In a few years. Okay, that's a really good point when it comes to the whole bucket list thing, because honestly, I swear, I feel like I've always heard that expression, but maybe I haven't. But this, I know for a fact, because core memory, that was not a phrase until that movie came out. And I know because, one, nobody ever said it, and two, I had to watch that movie repeatedly every day for months. Oh my gosh, my daughter loved that movie. Good movie though. It is a good movie. Both of them. This next generation of moms is doomed. Oh my god, that's a lot of garlic. Holy crap. Excuse me, what was that? What was that little device? So I saw that tweet and I'm watching the video and I'm thinking, I don't really understand what the problem is. This kind of looks like something that I call Marry Me Chicken, but instead of milk, you use cream cheese instead. And it's good. It's pretty good. The kids, yeah, my husband, my daughter, they love it. So I didn't really understand what they were getting at. This person kind of reiterated what I was saying. I'm confused. This is a pretty great crock pot recipe that's not fried, over processed, and contains both a carb and lots of protein, which can be hard to get kids to eat, and her kids eat it. What's the issue? I don't know. It looked good to me. So Mr. Gray Still Plays here says, it's broken. What's your first thought when you see this pizza? Yeah, it looks a little strange, but I will say I would eat it. I would still eat this pizza because the crust, look at the crust, looks really good. It looks like a well-made pizza. I would try it. It looks a little weird. What is this called in your language? It's called disgusting. That's how you pronounce it in English. Disgusting. Finding out a man has 200 plus hours on a video game elicits the same reaction in women that finding out a girl has 200 bodies does for men. I'm gonna say no. And look, I am not trying to shame anybody. You do you, baby. If I knew my husband had been with 200 girls, that would bother me. I'm not gonna lie, it would. 200 hours in a game, first of all, I just want to say is like nothing. But also, I don't know, it's a video game. You don't even want to know how many hours I've spent on The Sims or money. It's up there. What should be free but isn't? I hate these kinds of questions. And you know why? Because I always feel like I'm so pressured to be like, oh my God, what should be free? What should be free? And I could never think of the right answer. So I always just kind of default to water. But anyway, these people had better answers than me. Apple Music should be free if you have an Apple phone. Oh my God, yes. Hello, these phones are how much? It should be free. Now, I don't have the tweet, but I'm assuming somebody is saying free lunches for kids. Free lunch in school for kids. This person says it's not free. It's paid for by taxpayers. And why should people pay for free lunch of other people's children? Feeding your kids is the responsibility of parents. And if there are cases of social disadvantage where some kids aren't getting fed, then we have a welfare system that needs to be dealt with. This person kind of said the same thing that I feel. If you have a problem with kids getting a free meal, you should be purged from society. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff I don't mind my taxes going to, making sure that kids have food. Mr. Week says, I have 0 children and I will gladly pay my fair share of taxes if that means someone else's child will get free lunch. Yeah, me too. Would you be a witch, werewolf, or vampire? Well, my subscribers already know exactly what I would say.
Slytherin!
Wow. That is really cool. No one needs an assault bow, says you. You know what you just did? You just did the Streisand effect right there in real time. I didn't need a crossbow, but now that you showed me that, I need an assault crossbow. It's almost Christmas. The real reason bikers wear full face helmets. Ew, no. Oh my gosh, that is so disgusting. Oh, I wish movies still looked like this. The children yearn for Technicolor. I do too. It's beautiful. You know, not to start ranting, but anybody else feel like movies are just like so freaking dark now? I might have brought this up already. I don't remember. But I feel like movies are so dark that I can like barely see them. I watched this movie last weekend. It was called Boogeyman, which this girl had this like little orb that was a light, which was pretty cool actually. I want to get one. But the movie was so dark, I couldn't really tell what was going on. I don't think it would have been a bad movie, but I just couldn't see what was happening. There's so many movies that are like that now. And it reminds me of back in like, I think it was like the late 90s, early 2000s. All the movies had that like really ugly bluish green tint to them. The Ring is a really bad offender. Pulse with Kirsten Bell. Oh my gosh, the movies are so ugly to look at. I hate it. And I'm so glad they were getting away from it. And now everything's dark. Can we have everything be just bright and colorful and fun? And if you need a specific part to be dark, look, they did it here and it still looks fine. Air fryers are stupid.
How dare you!
And just a mini countertop version of a convection oven. I'm tired of the air fryer propaganda. If you have a convection oven, you don't need an air fryer. I don't care. I love my air fryer. I love my air fryer more than anything else in the world other than my husband and my daughter. It goes daughter, husband, air fryer. That thing is a gift from God and it has completely changed my life. Just tried coconut water. I'm literally begging you guys to stop lying to me. Stop lying about coconut water. Just stop. This steak was ordered medium. Overcooked, undercooked, or just right. Oh baby, that is overcooked. That is overcooked. Bad. Oh man. I really like this French girl on TikTok. The only thing she does is post these videos of her trying to pronounce English words. And I don't know, she's just such a diva. I love her.
Burger.
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 Mais je le dis bien.
Burger. 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 Burger.
Burger. Burger.
Burger.
Burger.
Burger.
Burger.
Burger.
Nickel, nickel. Hot dog. Je triche à peine en plus, donc c'est vraiment génial. Nutella. Les gars, c'est le dernier. Oh les gars. Ok, on se concentre. Oreo. 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 Oreo.
Nailed it. From now on, Oreos are officially called Oreos.
Oreo.
Scream has a no thanks credit. Never noticed this before. No thanks whatsoever to the Santa Rosa City School District governing. What is the story behind that? I want to know. Ooh, retro gamer art. Tomb Raider 3, 1988. Oh my god, is it really that old? But wait, I remember when the first Tomb Raider came out and I got it and played it and I loved it. Wow. Anyway, look at that. I love it. Whoa. Her face, she actually looks like Lara Croft. I think that's actually Lara. They just put like blonde hair on her because that face looks just like hers. The outfit is identical. This looks great. He looks happy. I love Lara Croft. She is my original role model. What do you think? Could I pull it off? Yeah. Tough love. All right, so Laura's here now in case you two get out of hand. What was the incident in your group chat? Well, I can't say because it's a little X-rated, but yeah, let's just say my husband thought that he was just messaging me. My vegetarian sister discovered we were all in a separate group chat without her, sharing delicious food photos called Secret Meet Up. Genius. We went through my kid's iPad. My wife is upset, but Latina twerk compilation has me crying tears. No! I know it's wrong, but it's funny. My therapist always starts our session with, "How are you?" And I always say, "I'm good," and then spend the next hour talking about how I am decidedly not good. That's just kind of how it is, right? You could be going through the worst crap in the world, and if somebody walks up to you on the street and they're like, "How are you? Really, how are you?" You'd be like, "I'm good." I can't believe this has to be said, but there is nothing inherently wrong with cannibalism. If the cannibalized party expresses full, uncoerced consent, then I see no issue with it. I've yet to see an argument against this that goes beyond the yuck factor. Well, the very first thing I think of is prion diseases, but that aside, does anybody give their consent? Unlike murder, rape is unjustifiable. You will die of old age before you find a justifiable reason to rape. But I can name multiple situations where murder is justifiable. For example, murdering a rapist. I like it. Ravens fan was seen looking for random Commanders fans to beat up and ended up knocking someone out.
Do we got a straggler? Do we got straggler? Do we got straggler? Do we got straggler? Do we got a straggler? Do we got a straggler? Do we got a straggler? I don't lose. Yeah! Let's go! Let's go! Let's fucking go!
Women are so emotional.
Meet Jack Callis, a guy who yesterday decided after his team won a football game to beat up random other teams' football fans for no reason. He's now lost his jobs, probably girlfriend, his 2A rights, and his freedom, all because he got drunk and decided to assault random guys. He's looking at felony assault among other charges, up to 8 years in federal prison. Good. I hope he serves the whole 8 years. I don't know what it is about sports, but men just start beating up people. I remember years ago when a team lost and these guys jumped this guy in front of his kids and beat him so bad that he's paralyzed for the rest of his life. They did it in front of his children. I think his children were like 5 and 8 years old or something. They were babies. One of the things they had talked about years ago, and I think they should stop serving alcohol, but they never will because they'd lose too much money. And at the end of the day, they care more about money than they do your life. And that's just the facts of the world. The most you should spend on a date is $200 minus the girl's weight. Oh, you want to be fat and gross? Okay, we'll see what we can do with $40. But I would get nothing. Boy, I am so happy I'm not dating anymore. I am so happy I'm happily married and that my husband treats me like a Khaleesi. Incredible things are happening in the world of love. My girlfriend uses Chat GPT every time we have a disagreement. Am I the asshole for saying she needs to stop? Oh, that is genius. I'm going to do that the next time me and my husband have a fight. Me, 25, and my girlfriend, 28, have been dating for the past 8 months. We've had a couple of big arguments and some smaller disagreements recently. Each time we argue, my girlfriend will go away and discuss the argument with Chat GPT, even doing so in the same room sometimes. Whenever she does this, she'll then come back with a well-constructed argument. Oh no! Breaking down everything I said or did during our argument. I've explained to her that I don't like her doing it, as I feel like I'm being ambushed with thoughts and opinions from a robot. Yeah, I don't like her going and examining and actually having a logical explanation of why she's upset over our fights. I don't like it. It's nearly impossible for a human being to remember every small detail and break it down bit by bit, but AI has no issue doing so. Oh, this guy just outed himself. That right there. What do we talk about in our narcissistic parents and insane parents videos is that they get mad and say, "Oh, you're remembering wrong. You're not remembering right." Well, now we have something to be able to say that we are remembering it right. Whenever I voiced my upset, I've been told that ChatGPT says you're insecure, or ChatGPT says you don't have the emotional bandwidth to understand what I'm saying. My big issue is it's her formulating the prompts, so if she explains that I'm in the wrong, it's going to agree without me having a chance to explain things. Am I the asshole for asking her to stop using ChatGPT in this context? I mean, are you wanting her to stop because you feel like it's really unfair and it's not judging you right? Or do you want her to stop because you're mad that now she's actually documenting things and she has proof of you being an asshole? I do want to ask though, like, I've never used ChatGPT. Would it be biased to the person asking the question, or would it look at everything in an unbiased way?
ChatGPT says you're insecure.
Oh yeah? Well, Reddit says you're manipulative.
Oh, that is the best tweet I think I've ever seen on Twitter. Frame it, hang it up. That one, you nailed it. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. That is all the crazy Twitter that I have for you today. Go enjoy your weekend, or whatever day of the week it is when you're watching this. Go enjoy that day. If you feel like you can't get enough of these crazy Twitter posts, I have a playlist for you right here. You can watch for however long it takes to watch it and really enjoy it. So until next time, I hope that your symptoms are low. I hope that your magic is strong, my witches and warlocks. I'll see you next time. Bye.